So just back, new table, here we go. Not sure if we were hand for hand when we swapped tables. There were 12 left. As we can see, 6 on our table. So final level. Final level of the day. Seat 1. Nathan Jackson, local hero. Seat 2, Colmar Knowles. Rhys Jones in 3, Simon Dedman, Ian Simpson and Nigel Wong. They're the players on the table ready to do battle. And we're here for one more level. If I have to jump up, it's because we'll be doing the videos for the end of the day and the bubble for the final table, whenever that may be. Don't even know when that's going to be. So please, as you can see, Chip Leader is in seat number 1. If you find any action or you know anything that's going on, please don't tell anybody in the chat box, because a lot of people don't know anybody on the tables and they just want to watch the live stream and enjoy the poker. Thanks for joining us all day. We're back tomorrow from 1 PM for the final. Thanks to people that have been in the chat box. We've had Ross Boatman, we've had Barney Boatman, Jeff Kimber. Thanks to everybody for joining us and helping out. And for the last level, the blind a 3-6 with a 5. Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, let me do some commentary. That'll be hilarious.
That would be good. The red wine is flowing.
About 2 more on the first one.
Well, Simon has got the aces. Ian is all in for the 3s. He's obviously going to get looked up by Simon. This could be Ian Simpson, swan song, and could be out the door. Irish Open champion sits down hoping to hit a 3. Here's a king high flop, no good. We need a tray, a 5 and make a sweat. No sweat, we're down to 2 outs. Just a set on the river. So lost one. Ian Simpson taken out by Simon Deadman. So we get aces again. Mr. Simon Deadman takes another one out. Ian Simpson, out he goes. I think that's 11 left. So Ian Simpson, fantastic run. Well done for finishing in, I think it was 12th. Yep. So we finished in 12th. Nigel is all in against Reese Ace King. Flying down at the moment, absolutely flying down. Needs to dodge, missed it. He hasn't even gone out with the eight spades. It's a 9 or out the door. It's out the door, unfortunately. The ace on the turn. We lost another 2 hands on the trot. Ian Simpson, Nigel Wong. We're hand for the final table. We are hand for the final table. The way they went out, all the way down to 10 in 20th, Mark Whitney. Adam Pietrowski in 19th, Mo Qureshi in 18th, Mark Lane in 17th, Guy Johnson in 16th, Chun Hao Man in 15th, Terry Owens in 14th. He got the £2,500. Dat Chen in 13th, Ian Simpson for 2,500 in 12th, and 11th was Nigel Wong. We've just seen him go out for £3,000. The next man out for £3,500, and the final table bubble. Graham Crozier is still in. Tip leader, seat 1, Nathan Jackson.
Okay, guys, hand for hand once again. Please be reminded, somebody goes all in on walk out the face now. Big look, really just looking here for that.
So we are hand for hand now. What time does play finish? Well, I'll tell you what. We're on the last level. We're hand for hand. And we have to get to a final table tonight. GukPT rules state they don't go on a break hand for hand. And they don't stop play hand for hand. Which means tonight there will be a final table, whatever time that may be. Whatever time that may be, we will be hand for hand for as long as possible.
So, Tower is waiting for the bubble to do us live. So I'm going to talk you through the hand for hand we are before the final table. The play isn't going to finish before we lose one more player, so even if we go over the last level, we still play on until we lose our last person before the final, before tomorrow's final. So Damo asking what time play finishes. We don't actually know. It's dependent on when the next player gets knocked out, basically. As soon as someone's out,
The game stops.
the game stops, but that could be in 5 minutes or it
I
could be
keep
in
wandering
55
up and
minutes.
down. Obviously, you know that we filmed the hand for hand, and we've filmed the final table bubble like we filmed the bubble. So if I do disappear, then that's why.
Graham Crozier is still in, isn't he? Sam's
Yep,
asking in the
he
chat
is.
box, he is still in. My bet on the NBA, John, was I went, in the end, Tower persuaded me to go under. Tower, who knows nothing about basketball, by the way. I wanted to go over 217 on the totals on Atlanta LA Clippers, and we found that you could go under 222.5 at 4 to 5 on Skybet, so we went under instead, even though I wanted to go over, so under 225. Hopefully, to prove we're a genius, it'll come in about 219, so it'll be just over what we were going to bet and just under what we have bet. And in the same game we went Atlanta with a plus 15.5 start, which is a bit controversial, but there we go.
It is.
No, Demo, the
It's
level
like-
doesn't stay the same.
It's like Man United versus Rotherham United this game, apparently.
Yeah, it is really. Atlanta have lost 13 out of the last 14.
And you're going under.
We like to bet against the tide. The level doesn't stay the same, does it? I can't remember. The level doesn't stay. The blinds do go up, Ian, don't they?
Sorry?
Blinds still go up, don't they? Yep. TD Ian Bryan is just passing by.
Another level and then they go up and then don't start.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they go up
They go up once.
once and once only.
Yeah.
But it can kill a tournament along bubble, so we're hoping for, not the fact. I've just seen the Elvis impersonator, by the way.
Alright, okay.
I mean, I can't swear on this, but I'll do an impression, right? We went, I mean, it was hard not to laugh, but there's a couple of old dears in a wheelchair. Look like they've been parked there under duress rather than choosing. And he's there, and he's singing, but you can't, he's singing, like Vic Reeves does, the pub singer.
Alright.
So he was singing, and he's like, that when singers pull the microphone right down and back up towards their mouth kind of thing. He was doing all that, so you're kind of half hearing it, then it's getting really loud. And oh my goodness. We were convinced he didn't know the words. He could be speaking any language in the world. And as Andy Booth said, why do they always pick the era of Elvis's life just before he died to impersonate him? Why don't they impersonate him when he was a young, good-looking chap?
Yeah.
But he's got a tight white jumpsuit on, this fella,
Really?
and
He's got the lot on, has
a
he?
dark brown wig. He looks. I mean, the trousers are slightly tight as well. They're scaring the audience. But it's and he actually said, "Does anyone want to hear some more?" And there was absolute deadly silence. I felt a bit sorry for him. At least no one said no, which was the consensus answer. Darren Williams says, "Come on, Nathan, best in North Wales." Where's Nathan from then?
Nathan Jackson.
Nathan Jackson.
I thought he was local to here.
Well, North Wales isn't that far from here.
No, I don't
Maybe he
suppose
plays here.
Yeah.
Where is he?
I know he's satellited in.
Runcorn, is that North Wales? That's still England, isn't it?
It is.
So Cheshire.
Tell us where he's from.
Where's North Wales? Wrexham, is that North Wales?
Yep. Tell us where he's from, guys. Tell us where he's from.
Is he from Portmadog?
I've been there.
I have as well, that's what I
I
said.
had a holiday there once.
So did I.
In a caravan.
Yes.
And it rained 7 days out of 7.
He's from Rill. He lives near Rill. There we go. That's a bit like Blackpool Rill, isn't it?
Well,
Take that as you want to.
What, we're back in?
Rill. Atlanta. What one? No, well, you've got to be contrarian sometimes, Tower. Tower loves a gamble. So the Rill boys, would you looking forward to the rugger tomorrow? That's it. Evens as well, we're getting, yeah. Well, actually, I've gone 15.5 to 10 to 11. It's up to you. Next one down. That's a three-way, so there can be a draw. Looks like Nathan's playing really well anyway. He's got a big old stack. He's got Table full of experienced players, and I don't know much about Nathan. You guys in the chat box know much about him. Tell us about him. What he plays online, how much he plays, how much he's won, what tournaments he's won. We know Colmar Reynolds, we know Rhys Floppinhill Jones, we know Simon Deadman, and Ish Patel. We know a little bit about. Played with him today and watched him a bit on the stream. We don't know much about Nathan between us, do we, Tal?
No, we don't know. We do not. So play does slow down, we know that. Slows down for hand-for-hand purposes.
Well, also I think when hand van started, I think the short stack was 20 bigs, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
So it's gonna naturally slow anyway. Tournaments do, don't they?
Yeah.
When there's been a splurge of knockouts as we had, then the average stack goes up and people realise they're not in a real hurry. As I say, this is a table of 3 definitely very experienced tournament players.
Yeah.
Presuming Nathan is too, because he seems to be playing really well, so I'm guessing he's an online guy, but I don't know. Ish, I don't know how much he's played. I've not come across him before. John, NBA bet. We've gone under 222 in the Atlanta Clippers game, and we've backed Atlanta at plus 15.5. I wouldn't go too mad on it, but I think it's a fair bet. We've gone against it. We've gone a bit contrarian, to be honest. So
Nice info from Damo on Nathan.
not an eye poker. Mary Tony's, a few decent cashes, but nothing on this level. 5th in the 300 side event last year. Well, that's interesting. So he does play here a lot. Is he a pro, Demo? Certainly seems at home playing live poker, so he may well be playing a lot live as well. The live feed is half an hour behind, Craig, so if you have any info of what's happened half an hour hence, please don't tell us and spoil it for the guys watching. Me and Tower are watching it as live half an hour ago, so we don't really know what's going on live. We're watching with you guys. Tower is actually popping in and out because he wants to film the bubble bursting, the final table bubble bursting live. But yeah, we're on a half-hour delay to make the. It's only fair that it is, because obviously we're seeing whole cards and we don't want to spoil the authenticity of the game. The guys who are on the table here.
Yep.
Yeah, please don't, Craig. Keep it to yourself.
Yep, no need. No need. As you can see, there's an all-in and a call on the second table by the looks of that. Everybody's out. But we're on a 30-minute delay. Please, no spoilers in the box.
So obviously at some point the bubble's going to burst. Please don't type in, oh, it's all over and such has made the final or whatever.
We film
Watch it with us.
We film it so you can watch it with us. And back tomorrow for a final table.
Who's this all in, Tower, do we know?
We are
On the outside table?
It was, or it is, I think it was. No, can't remember.
Can't remember. Happens at your age, doesn't it? Start forgetting things.
Absolutely. It was Richard Kellett, I think.
My guess would be Kellett and Wolves.
No,
No?
no, they were both pretty deep.
Graham Crozier?
It might have been.
As you might have guessed, the short stack survived anyway, because the guys have sat down and were playing the next hand. So the short stack survived that one. Short stack on the feature table looks like it's Carl, tallest man in poker. Rhys Jones raised it up, raised 12k, playing 3k, 6k. Raised to 12 with the 10 jack suited. Carl's got 3-4 offsuit, he's going to get rid of that. Ish is a short stack, sorry, 18 bigs for Ish, so it's still a very playable stack. Carl's got about 24 bigs. And Simon Deadman's the big, Nathan is the big stack, Simon's the second biggest. Rhys, of course, third. Loads of cash games going on here tonight, isn't there?
Oh, it's excellent tonight. Really,
Blackjack
really good.
tables are full. The whole place is full.
Really good.
I reckon.
£12,000 in the £200, so no overlay there.
Yep. No, it looks good. The guys playing down there.
Just press me 5 charge.
If you're wondering why the dealer keeps delaying, it's because we're hand by hand, so obviously the hand on the other table is taking place, so our feature table has to wait for them to finish.
Yep. Can't have one table playing 3 hands while the other playing in one hand, hand for hand for the final table. Big final table tomorrow. £57,000 up top.
Exactly the same as last year, isn't it? Because of the overlay.
Yep.
Exactly the same price as last year.
Yep, exactly the same prizes. 57 up top, 39. 424.5. What did you chop?
We chopped 3 ways. Me and Baz, a local guy, took 43 each.
Yep.
And Sonny took 35, something like that. So Sonny actually went on to win and won the seat into the grand final, but yeah, me and Baz took most of the money.
Final table starts at 1 p.m. Every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we start at 1 p.m. And we will be back tomorrow with just 9 players.
How did they come up with that idea of starting every day at the same time? Season 8, and then when did they come up with that idea? Alright, I wonder who
It used to be every day at 2.
And then 12.
And then 12. And then the final
Sunday
then
at 2.
Yeah, we've done that.
And somehow they've come up with the idea that every day could be the same. I hope somebody was well paid for coming up with that next level thinking.
So we're back from 1 o'clock. Should be very interesting tomorrow. A lot of interest on this feature table and on the final 10 players too. Nathan Jackson got a lot of mates in the chat box. Carl Marinos, we all know Carl's pedigree. Rhys Jones, one of the best online players in Britain. He's not bad live either.
What's his biggest result live? I was going to ask you that. Rhys definitely hasn't won a big domestic one, has he? I think he went deep in a World Series or maybe an Aussie Millions event. Let's have a look. Let's tell you about Rhys Jones. Rhys has got ace queen in his hand in the big blind. Calls all in with pocket 8s.
All in a call, the dealer shouts.
Ace 10, ace 10, ace queen and 8s. Wow. All the aces getting folded.
I think all the
that's
ace 10s get out of the way.
Yeah, that's good news for Carl though. Not any outs.
On your backs, please.
Always nice to see your outs folded, although of course Carl won't know
Who's
that.
that?
Who's this?
Who's that?
This holiday maker with his home video camera.
His little HD camera with his antenna on it. Who is it? He's got a nice haircut though.
Lovely. Is that a wig?
Well, ace queen against 8s.
Carl's got the 8s.
Carl's still in front. Nope. Can't hit a jack. Well, it needs to fade paint just about.
Yeah, doesn't want to see a jack or a queen or an ace.
Yeah.
6 ball.
That'll do. Carl Marinos doubles up.
Double up for the Mantis.
It's hard to move. Do you not think it's hard to navigate now?
Don't really use it. Let's see what his biggest result is then.
We'll just drop it down. 30,000.
So he won 40,000 euros at the EPT Grand Final in a 1K side event, the Monaco Cup in 2013. 49,000 for second in a Binion's Annual Classic, 1K no limit hold'em in 2011. So Rhys Jones we're talking about here.
Yep.
He made 439th in the World Series main events, 2012 for 28.5. And another 32,000 euros for a 2K EPT Berlin side event. 20,000 last year's World Series 3K no limit 6-hand came 16th. So no life change. Oh, and I said something about the Aussie one, didn't I? Won 30,000 Australian dollars, 36th in the main event this year, the Aussie Millions.
Well, there you
So
go.
he hasn't had any life changes yet,
No.
but he's had a number of strong results. As we say, he's a real online phenom. Doesn't play that much live, to be fair. We don't see him at many
No.
GukPT, GukPT, GPS. So Cold's doubled up anyway. It's evened the stacks out a bit more. Ace 10, Ace 10, Ace Queen 8. Cold's raised to 12k on the button with Ace 8 of spades, and Reese is going to try and flop a set with his pocket threes. Oh no, sorry, he's 3-bet. 3-bet to 28k. Let's see Cole peeling this, I think. Yep. Cole's above his norm, you know, he's above an average hand there for a button raises, and he had 8 of spades. Wasn't stealing. Reese is 3-bet the small pair. Let's see how he plays it. It's out of position. Tough to play.
It's hard to play. Well, unless you
flop a 3-ball.
unless you flop happy.
Flop in hell. I might go for a sneaky check if I'm Reese here, do you reckon? It's pretty likely Cole's got the kind of hand he's got, a kind of ace high. It's unlikely he's going to, you know, unless he's got ace 10 or king, it's very quick fold. I think I might check if I'm Reese there, just hope he catches up a bit. It's very unlikely he's hit a 3 or a 4 there, Cole, and it's pretty unlikely he's got a bigger pair than 3s, because unless it's still a pretty small pair, he probably would have 4-bet.
Nathan was at the World Series. Well, if he's playing the World Series of poker, he knows how to play.
He certainly looks comfortable, doesn't he, playing live?
Big chip lead on the table. Big chip lead on the table.
Simon in second, which is where he normally finishes.
Is it going to be another Mr. Deadman show? Is it going to be that? Yes, everybody's railing. We went on about Snapchat, didn't we, about an hour ago?
Yeah.
Got a couple of Snapchats from Mike ZT, F's and Emma Fryer. Oh, they're all going on, you know. It is the way forward. This technology is great, isn't it?
12 seconds of my life will never get back. I was going to Snapchat that Elvis impersonator, but I didn't have the
energy.
Well, no, I felt like I was taking the mickey out of him by videoing him. I just felt I couldn't do it. He was doing his best up there. That's how he saw it.
Yeah, we all need to embrace Snapchat. It is the way forward. It's a great laugh. It's a good thing.
It's rubbish.
And we love it.
Why don't you just send a video message?
Because you can't send it to everybody.
Why would you want to send everyone a message?
Just because they like to know that you're watching wherever, whatever. It's good fun. It's all good stuff. Pass me a biscuit. A box of biscuits. That's tomorrow. Like a biscuit?
thought there's going to be a tray of ball buns coming over. What the hell's that?
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thanks. Dog biscuits? Tower's officially eating dog biscuits. Right, now you've experimented. It's a bit fruity. So we carry on next time? So Ish is shoved from the cut-off. We don't know his hand yet, he's not put them in the box, and Nathan has obviously re-shoved the ace-king. This could be it. All in for 124-ish. 124-ish.
Sounded like it come from you.
Two sevens for Ish against the ace-king.
Go on the sevens. Ace Patel. There we go, needs a fade to survive,
Ace or
or
king.
else we're on the final table tomorrow.
Ace or king or Ish. Doubles up.
Oh, overkill.
Seven. Seven's full.
Overkill.
Seven's full against ace high. Doesn't feel like a race anymore. So Ish doubles up there. Puts him up to about 300-ish. Mm-hmm. Hey, 300-ish.
Yeah. Very good.
Yep. Everybody was rooting for the ace-king apart from Ish.
Yeah, that's what happens, isn't it?
Yep, everybody wants the short stack of the bus so we can all go home, including the tower. But the show must go on. I've had two while you weren't looking. They're like dog biscuits.
Beautiful. Cranberry.
It's like a Weetabix sliced up.
Could do with some Diet Coke now. Right, who's going to bring us a pizza? No, I mean, who's going to get us a Diet Coke?
That was a Freudian slip. If you do with a Diet Coke, where's my pizza?
I asked for a packet of mints once in Dublin.
Oh.
I was working, and somebody brought me in a box of mints. I've asked for pizza 3 or 4 times, never ever got one.
It's a shame, isn't it?
I don't ask for a lot.
You don't get a lot. Nathan's raised it up, 18k with the ace 10 from the button. Call with ace 8. Re-raised to 44,000. Reese. Here comes the cold 4-bet tower. You love a cold 4.
The old call for what's the new one? The Icelandic 5.
The Alaskan 5.
The Alaskan 5.
Yep. According to Trigger, that's the
It's
Alaskan
even colder
5.
than a cold 4-bet. The Alaskan 5-bet. It's the new terminology.
Yep.
You heard it first.
All the kids are saying it.
We just needed a term for a 6-bet. I don't, can you actually cold 6-bet on the table?
Of course you can.
Can you?
Of course you can. You can.
Not on a 500 table.
Of course not. You didn't say a 500 table.
Oh yeah, maybe on the button money.
Any count for Kellett
Yes.
on the outside table?
Yes, please.
Let's have a little look, Chris.
We're on his way.
PK's going to have a little look, Chris.
We're on his way.
Quick fold, quick folds. Reese takes it down with the ace-king. 350, Chris.
350 with the blinds at 4-8 live. 3-6 down, 4-8 live. 3-6. 350. 60 bigs. No real hardship there, is there?
That's a bit your biscuit, that is.
Was that for me? Is it? Gone. Never to be seen again.
Yeah, no, they're all quite deep. As we said, after all the quick bust outs, there's been a couple of double ups, isn't there? The two shortest, Carl and Ish, both doubled up on this table too, even out the stacks of it.
See, look at that spicy meat feast is the nuts, and one of the regulars can get it on the FFP points, or is that the frequency play points or something?
Chorley for the win, Chris says. Who's from Chorley then?
Who's from Chorley?
Apart from Scally, the most famous man.
FM. Coming in your ears.
The most famous man from Chorleyville is Scally.
Chorley FM coming in your ears. Let's get ready to rumble.
What was that for, Tower? Are you just?
That's Phoenix Knights.
Kellett is from Chorley, isn't he?
Oh, right, well, there you go then.
Oh, that.
Where the listeners come first. The only way is up. Yes, and the plastic population.
You know what? If times were different, and if you'd met Peter Kay, you could do the Paddy, Paddy
yeah.
You could be him, couldn't
Max
you?
and Paddy.
Talentless kind of, big buffoon in the background who just knew Peter Kay at the right time. And
Whoa.
yeah, exactly, perfect.
Whoa, you're not coming in.
That's it. And you could be now presenting Saturday ITV, primetime TV.
Absolutely. Whoa, you're not coming in.
Come on, Ish, says Asif. Nice a shout out for Ish. We don't know much about Ish, Asif, so if you can fill us in, presuming he's a local player here, but we don't know. Is he qualified? Does he play here a lot? Is this a big tournament or a small tournament for him?
One for the locals,
seems a very nice chap. One of the locals. Well, good stuff. We like the locals to be involved. Clean. Probably more your biscuit size. Nathan, you picked up some hands, Nathan. Whoop. Sevens for Nathan. He's raised up 17k.
Wow, Carl Marinos.
Carl has got the butchers.
Short stack at the table.
Not really short though, Tower.
No.
Not really short. And he's just 3-bet. Remember, you just 3-bet Nathan last round and passed it as if he had nothing when the cold 4-bet came in from Reese. So this is going to look a bit like he's targeting Nathan. Nathan, you never like to be targeted when you're the big stack. You feel a bit insulted if somebody keeps 3-betting you when you've got all the chips. Now, Asif saying he plays a lot here and he qualified on Sunday in the satellite. That's nice to know.
No, there's a 10 seats guaranteed. Well, it's ended up with all the chips in the middle,
Wow,
and as you
all
can
in
see,
the cold.
George has just said, can you just keep them on the backs because they're still playing on the outer table, so we don't give anybody any added information. If you see two players all in and one gets knocked out, you can then fold your hand.
I honestly think Nathan might not have gone that aggressive if Carl hadn't 3-bet in the round before. It's one of those though where the same guys 3-bet you and you think, well, actually I've got a hand.
So
this
the
time.
hand is finished. It's kings against sevens.
Kings for Carl, sevens for Nathan. No flush draw because Carl's got both of the both suits covered. Carl needs to avoid seeing a 7 or any funny straighty things, and he'll double up. That's a pretty dry flop for him.
No redraws there.
No.
Oh, there is now. No, the sevens, yeah, the hearts are covered. Forget that. Forget that, the hearts are covered.
Double up for the butchers for Carl Reynolds. Big double up. 550,000, something like that.
He's won one of these.
Carl has.
He's come second in one of these.
Yeah, the very first one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can think of at least one or two other finals he's made too. Definitely made a final in Thanet, I remember.
Yeah.
Doesn't play so much these days, Carl. Runs his own site, but he's final to GukPT this season. Looks odds on to final at GukPT now as well. So that's leveled the chips off quite a lot now. Nathan's down to 600-ish? Maybe 700.
Yeah, still got 4 stacks of yellows. The yellow chips are 5,000, so every full stack is 100k.
Carl's up to 550. Reese has got about 600.
What's the side event tomorrow? I think it's a £75 bounty booster. £75, £25 every time you knock somebody out, and £50 goes into the prize pool. And I think it's guaranteed as well.
What's the booster bit of that bounty? Why is it
For the first 3 levels, you can use a £25 token to get more chips. So you can if you don't want the £25, you can get more stack.
I see. How many more chips do you know?
And that's why it's a booster. I think it's something like 2,500.
Okay.
Because I think it's only like a 7,500 starting stack.
Okay. There must be some tactics to that, wasn't there? Because you need a bigger stack, obviously, to knock people out.
Yep. I think it starts at 4 p.m.
Yeah, GukPT.com for any of that info.
I think it starts at 4.
Massive saying that Ish finished 24th in Nottingham GukPT. That's the big one as well, the million guaranteed. So obviously no mug. This Ish plays a nice, tight, aggressive game. Some might say a little too tight, but qualified through a satellite, and he's on the verge of a final table here. Can't argue with that. Now Reese has got the butchers.
All information there was correct.
Blimey. First time
£75 in, £25 booster, every time you knock somebody out you get a pony. And it starts at 4 p.m.
How level those chip stacks are now.
Oh. Which also bodes for a long final tomorrow as well.
And Ish also won the turbo event in November, so he's played a bit.
And he's a doctor.
Is he a doctor?
Well, that's what Dan says.
Well, he didn't. He says, is he a doctor? That's like me saying, are you a surgeon? And you saying, I'm a surgeon. Is Ish a doctor? He's a doctor-ish.
As I'm eating a biscuit right now,
You can't really call that a biscuit. Biscuits are ball buns and,
I just want
creams.
a little bit of information on a quick straw poll from the guys that are listening. Do I take a weight loss bet with Andy Booth from now until June the 5th? Yes or no?
Well, what is it though? That you can lose more than him? Well, you should do. You've got a better starting point, haven't you?
Well, we don't know the percentage, won't it?
Oh, okay. That's not as easy. There's definitely an edge in it if he's offering you a bet, so no. No, if he's trying to offer you a bet, it's probably an edge for him. Well, there's only 150,000 between the top 4 stacks on our feature table now. There was something like 800,000 between them earlier.
Andy Booth has challenged me to a weight loss competition. Between now, as I'm eating a biscuit,
When he says a biscuit, I
till
mean,
the 5th of June.
it looks about as appetising as eating a bit of cardboard, to be honest. Not really a biscuit in the traditional sense, that is it? Who bought you them, or did you win them in a raffle or something? Get them at the Harvest Festival.
Do it for the locals. Alright. Thought you meant me. Graham's a local, is he?
You can tell this bubble's been dragging on because when we started, we were watching Match of the Day, and now we're in the Championship somewhere. If we start getting to Division 2, we're in trouble. You can see the chip stacks though, they're levelling off, and then nobody's in desperate need to stick it in here. They're all in on the other table tower. Remember the action over there? You went to watch it.
I don't think there was any, was there?
Looks like it.
No, it was just a hand.
No, just a hand. Graham Crozier's local, but he's Scottish. We know what you mean.
We do.
Jocko has moved down here and is now a local player here.
Yeah.
Old Jocko's nearly beat the French in the rugby, didn't they, Tower? Last minute kick. Yeah, it's the worst French team ever. This.
All right. Okay.
Keep on getting last minute points to win games. Those nice people at Paddy Power refunded all bets on Brian O'Driscoll.
Did they? Like, who did me?
Is that what you put your bet on? Put on Betfair?
No.
I'm not going to refund the bet you lost on Betfair, I'm afraid.
Why did you tell? Oh man.
Ish is under the gun here with a suited ace of hearts. Looks like a raising hand. Yeah, but we haven't really seen him open raise much, have we? He's been shoving a lot. Anything under 20 bigs he's shoved, but he's raised it to 16 at 3-6. Passed around to Simon. He's called the 16, Simon. A little sneaky with the ace king.
It is.
Hoping for a squeeze behind. Everyone likes a squeeze behind.
We do.
Reese has got the rag ace in the big blind. He's going to get out of the way. We're going to see a flop. Ish with the ace 4 hearts. Simon with the ace king. Simon, of course, hasn't flopped anything that wouldn't be perfect. Oh, Reese has called, sorry. Reese didn't pass. Didn't see his cards. Reese with the ace 5. Check to Simon, who of course is going to bet with
There's
top.
plenty of times where 3 people on the tables had an ace.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? See what Ish is going to do here. It's the first one he's raised now. He's just checked. Is he just going to check fold? Simon will feel like he's missed out on possibly a bigger pot if he does. No, Ish isn't going to give this one up just yet.
Simon takes a snide look at Ish and he thinks, aye, what are you calling with? Are you on the flush draw?
He will be if he turns a heart. That's what he's thinking. No, we've got no pair, no draw. Ish.
He's draw indeed.
He is. And he's checked again. Simon can't lose the hand. Is he going to check? A little sneaky check. Very sneaky this Simon, isn't he? Check behind there. Very sneaky. Look at that sneaky check behind on the turn has earned him this river bluff from Ish. 50,000 is it? Extra 50. He can only call Simon, I think. I think King Queen is a possibility, of course, as is a set. I think he can probably only call. There we go, there's the call. And he's earned those extra 50,000 chips there with that check. He probably could have 3-bet pre-flop and just picked up 6,000, 12,000 raise or whatever. Instead, he's won a pot worth 200,000. People wonder why the same guys make the final tables. It's getting value out of your big hands like that. Interesting. As I've seen, Graham also came 6th in the UK IPT Dublin last year, so he's got some major final table experience as well.
Nice pedigree.
Yep.
Looking like a great Sunday.
Yep, we've got some good players still in. One more to go, of course, before we finish for the day. The next hand pass around to call on the button with King Queen suited. Of course, there's a raising hand. Reese has a think about it, but lets Jack 9 off go. Now, is Ish going to be a bit steamy having lost that last hand? Being caught, but it's going to call anyway. He's dominated by call, so there could be some nasty flops. If this comes King high, instead it comes 10 high. Ish is going to check. Is call going to see bet this flop? No, one thing, Reese is wishing he'd called with his Jack 9. Carl's going to bet round half the pot, I would have thought. That's 14 into 29. And Ish is going to check call. Ish checks again. He's check called with King high, no draw on the last street. This call got the second barrel he has. This is a nice card for him to represent, and he's always got the gut shot to fall back on. Is Ish going to call with his gut shot? He called with no hand on the flop. The ace can scare him off. Let's have a little check back. And yep, still King Jack of diamonds. And call. And somehow Cole's making a big pot here, and he's going to hate being called. He's actually got his opponent drawing very, very thin. The old offsuit deuce on the river is always welcome if you've got the best hand. Check by Ish. Cole's going to check behind and get the very welcome news. Somehow King Queen is the nuts. He had the nut no pair and managed to win 100,000 pot there without really knowing he had the best hand at any stage. So next hand room was still hand for hand, and Ish, having just lost that big pot to call, is down to 109,000, playing 3,000, 6,000 remember, so that's 18 big Ish. Suited ace is good enough to shove the small blind, and that's going to get through. Simon's going to pass there, King 4. Chip stack's very even on this table now, having been quite a lot of disparity when they came together. Carl, Maron Holtz, Rhys Jones, Simon Devon and Nathan Jackson all have pretty big stacks. Ish is the guy who's under pressure on this table. I'm not sure who the shortest stack on the outer table is.
He's got a World Series bracelet on.
Who has?
Ish.
Ish has got a World Series bracelet on. Whose is it?
I don't think it's real.
Oh really? Let's see whether Asif knows. He's got a friend in the chat box here, Asif. He's been telling us about it. Asif, how come Ish has got a World Series of poker bracelet on? Is it a Christmas cracker one, or has he bought one, or has he... Surely would have heard of him if he'd won one. Maybe it's fakish. I never noticed that. I played with him. No, I can see it now, you say. Bit of gold there. No, it's just a gold bracelet, Asif says, not a World Series one.
It's a WFOP.
Good way to get a bit of respect from your opponents.
This was at Ali Bahoo, wasn't it?
So we've got a pot here, and Simon's raised up with a 10-7, and Nathan's called a 10-9, and we found a 10 high flop. Nathan's leading out with the big blind with his top pair. He's got no club, remember. Simon's got a club as well as his top pair, so Simon will just call here. The club will definitely come, it just depends whether it comes on the turn of the river, of course, because it's Simon here. I mean, it could be a 7, but it'll probably be a club. There we go. Thought immediate service. No need to sweat for the deadman. And it's gone check, and Simon's going to probably know his 7's good here. So 1 card straight flush about, but I still think, no, Simon going to go for a bit of value or not? No, check again. Simon's going to show how lucky he got. Nathan's going to slide his cards in the muck and think, you run good. So, Simon's the chip leader on the table now, 744. Nathan 679, Reese 600, Carl 560. Ish still got 19 bigs with 117. Shows how deep these guys are. Testament to the structure we're playing here. Remember, we're playing a bit of overtime here because we play on until we lose our last player and make the final table. Once we're on the bubble, we always play on. If there would have been 12 left, we'd have carried on tomorrow. Finished after 9 levels, but today we don't want to come back hand for hand. We continue playing. Hand for hand can be tough because all of a sudden you're playing 5-handed and you're playing 5-handed for a sustained amount of time, and then of course you've got to readjust to playing a full table tomorrow. So Ish has got the goods. Let's see whether he's going to shove this or not. No, just a 3-bet. Reese raises up 12k under the gun. Ish is going to 3-bet to 24 possibly? Can't quite see. Ish is re-raised to 39, 27 more. Reese is probably not going to be loving life, even though King Queen's a pretty solid hand, 5-handed. He's not going to be loved being. I think that's probably the first 3-bet we've seen from Ish. Don't really see Reese getting it in very well, and that's the sign of quality players. They just let big hands go when they fear that it's not big enough. And Ish just picks up 20,000 to his stack there. Not really a lot more he could have done, I suppose. He could have called, hoped to get squeezed behind, but again, that would be slightly out of character, but the 3-bet there was, as I say, the first we've seen, so Ish will be happy enough to add 20,000 to his stack.
Oh, Ish.
This hand's finished, Tower, by the way.
Aces.
Yeah, gone. There we go. He 3-bet them and got just picked up the raise. Simon's chip leader on the table. Simon just had 10-7 offsuit with against 10-9 of Nathan on a 10 high board, all clubs. Simon had the 7 of clubs though. I said the flush is definitely coming, it just depends if it comes on the turn or if it came on both. Simon runs good.
Well, we're into extra time.
No, King Queen's not going to call him. No. I don't know if you followed the action, Asif, but Reese raised under the gun with King Queen. Ish 3-bet him and Reese just let it go. Reese has to let that go, I think. It's a sign of a good player, but a good fold by Reese.
Don't put the starter. Don't put the user on the start.
The next hand Ish is all in under the gun with the King Jack of Hearts. Nathan is going to call in here, I'd imagine. And he's got it dominated. This could be it.
Yep, Nathan Jackson has no idea how much in front he is.
It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Though, with he's got 2 stacks to his left that can do him real damage. 140k.
Yeah.
I think he's got a flat call with all of his range here, don't you?
Yeah, he can't really jam, can he? Because he's then going to put
No.
himself more at risk with
Yeah.
the small and big blinds. We just don't know what they've got. So
But I think even if I've got aces or kings, I'd probably just call here. The only hand I might rejam might be an ace king, I think, just so I can hopefully fold out a few, pairs of sevens or whatever.
if he also just calls, will it not show more strength to the other 2 guys as well?
It can do, obviously doesn't always do that, but that's why I think you should do it with 100% of your range then you can't have anything between aces and... I mean, ace jack's probably bottom of his range, don't you think, really? Passing ace 10? I think he's passing ace 10.
Yeah.
I think he's passing sixes, possibly passing sevens, so...
Yeah, he does just call. Oh no, he got out of the way.
Yeah, that's it. With the big stacks behind him, it's a tricky spot to be in.
He got out of the way.
Sometimes you just have to let hands... I don't blame Nathan at all for that. I think sometimes you just have to let these hands go.
Yeah.
Because the situation he's in with the two stacks of almost equal size to his left now puts himself in a horrible position where he puts 130 in and might end up not even seeing the flop with it. We saw Simon Dedman get into one of those earlier, didn't we, against Ian Simpson, where he put 80,000 in pre-flop and didn't even get to see the flop. So sometimes it's best, you've only invested your 1,000 ante in the pot, sometimes it's best just to slide the cards in the muck. Yeah, folded ace jack.
Oh yeah, but
Oh, watching the basketball.
Oh yeah, watching basketball, Tower, aren't we?
We
Yeah,
are
Michelle-
hand for hand at the moment.
Michelle's asking about the ace jack. I don't mind the fold there, Michelle. I think it's tough with Colin Reese behind him. If he flats 130 there, yeah, still definitely Michelle. I think I'm not sure about a snap call, but I think it's a call without that. But as we said, I think ace 10 is close. I think ace jack's close to the bottom of his range to call there. Remember, we've seen Ish open shoving queens for 19 bigs, so Ish is not doing it with no hand. Yeah, I mean, but Flatten does look strong. It's tough for the guys behind him to raise him without a better hand than him, but still, he's put 1,000 in the pot for his ante and doesn't really need to get involved. Probably thinks he can find a better spot.
Well, Nathan raising up, finding himself a caller in Mr. Simon Dedman.
What's going to hit? What's going to flop? The king or the 10?
We're going to miss.
Really?
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be a king or a 10.
We're gonna miss.
Unless it comes ace jack queen. Have you seen Simon Dedman play?
Not really.
It'll either
And he's
come-
up to 750,000.
It'll come 10 high or king high. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Here we go. There we go. Top 2 pair. People are going to think I've watched this. I haven't. This is how he does it.
King 10-6 would have been sick.
King
10-3 is not bad.
Yeah. King 10-3. You
Whoa,
went
the
far
crossbar
off
on the
the-
turn.
Amazing the amount
The
of
crossbar on
flops
the
that
turn.
Simon hits. I'm going to start going to the same church he goes to.
Yeah, it does flop happy,
King
doesn't
10-6. King 10-3.
it? He does flop happy.
Hasn't made much out of that though.
I about that. Unfortunately, no, another overcard to his sixes, and Nathan
Yeah,
can't really call, can he?
No, Nathan's got away from that cheap. It's hard to get paid really there, isn't it, when you're against a small pair? Maybe get one bet out of him, but not more than that, unless the guy's not very good. And I think we've decided that Nathan's pretty good. He's not running particularly well the last hour or so, but that's a pretty good player. Gone late, hasn't it? Oh, no. I'll have to watch it on your app. Not sure. Oh, I thought you hadn't got them with you. I thought you didn't have them with you. Well, I'm in the same hotel, you know. I'm in your hotel. I might go to my sister's tomorrow. I might go to my sister's tomorrow.
You know they are.
I think they are. I think they are. That rings about a little metal square.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time, I can't remember. What time are you working?
Well, it's all happening on the outer table.
See ya.
Nothing's happening on our table at this moment in time.
Lots of big stacks. Reese has got a lot of small chips, hasn't he? That's normally the sign of someone getting busy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he hasn't been that busy at all. Is the Asian guy on the rail a good player? Who's the Asian guy on the rail? I don't know who we're on about, Dan. You're on about Ish, who's still playing. Chowdhury on the rail. I don't know him. I don't know. Do you know Chowdhury?
I don't know.
I don't know him. Don't know him, I'm afraid, chaps. Might do if I have a look. If If I recognise him. I'm not the best with names, to be honest. I might have played with him.
So the guys on the back. And then put the ad in at the back. Yeah.
Give me my badge off there. My badge is on the back.
What do you want a badge?
It's on there, there look. Andy.
So still waiting for the outer table. Is it the bubble or not?
Oh, Peter Charalambos you're on about, Dan. He's not Asian, he's Greek actually. Half Chinese and half Greek is Peter. He's alright. He's a better PLO player than Holden.
I've no idea why he gambles.
No, half Greek and half Chinese, yeah. No, he's alright. He's honestly a better PLO player, he'd tell you that himself. Actually he's PLO 8 is his better game. But yeah, he plays a lot of PLO. He's the guy that beat heads up when I won the GukPT a few years ago. He does play a few of these, and he reckons he has one good result a year, and he was due one. But yeah, he would never profess to be the greatest Holden tournament player. He's a cash PLO player. I think he came third in the PLO here actually. Yeah, he's alright. He's a nice guy. Always a bit of banter when he's there. Yeah, he is a character. He takes stick well, is what he does actually. I said that when we were sat with him. He takes a wind up pretty well, does Pete. So good guy. Yeah, you don't really want to play him on a PLO table. It's very hard to make any money off. Very tight and plays very aggressively when he has it. Yeah, Peter Charalambos, that is. And don't worry about calling him Asian, he gets that a lot. He finds it funny. He's married to an Indian girl and he finds it funny that people think he's Indian as well. Which seat were you down, by the way? Were you sat to my right, the Blackburn fan? Yeah. That's funny, Dan. Actually, no, not funny, obviously, because you were just busting as I came back. But I went to ask who the kid, the other side of you, was. The kid who is also a Blackburn fan, and the boys here were telling me that he's actually Colin Hendry's son. Must be one of your heroes, I would have thought. So I came back ready to tell you. You can never guess what that kid who we busted, who is 2 along on the right. That was the son of one of your all-time heroes, probably. And you were just busting when I got back. I never knew that. He never said so either, did he? Good player was young Kyle Hendry. Very good, I thought he played. I just cooled him in the end, but he played really well all day.
Been to 25-25 as Kyle already?
Has he?
Yep.
I know if I was Alan Shearer's son, I'd be telling everybody. I'd be telling passers-by the lot. Good player was Colin Hendry.
He was.
Remember him blocking a shot with his face once on purpose. He did. He went up for a header at the near post, the corner, and the ball sort of bounced out about 8 yards, and he went charging out to try and block it. Was tripping as he went, so just went face first and put his face on the floor in front of the ball on purpose, and the fella smashed it into him. That's the kind of brave heart you want.
Yep. Oh, was he famously chipped by Gaza as well in the old dentist chair celebration? I think he was, wasn't he? When he took it back over his head.
He was, yeah.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the last player, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Lobbed it back over him. Yeah, Hendry was brilliant. Yeah, I bet he's a hero. I bet the old Blackburn fans love him. Just the kind of player you want.
Yep.
Hello, Franco. You were on the table in Sky comp, or at DTD. That was a great comp, the old DTD, half a million guaranteed. That was fun. It was a tough old slog, that. Oh, I didn't know that. He's a coach at Rovers, Colin Hendry. Top man, top. You'd expect him to be a good manager actually. These big centre halves, normally no nonsense. Good managers. The feature table, Reese has just taken another one down, Ray's under the gun with the old Queen Jack suited. The funny thing is, Dan, we both remember that. But the young lad his young boy probably doesn't. He's probably seen a clip of it, but he probably doesn't remember it at the time. I remember Match of the Day with Alan Hansen going on about what a hero he was. I suppose if it's your old man, you haven't seen as much as we have. So the guys keep jumping up and down, see what's going on at the other table.
Yep.
But they're all sat down again, so on we go. We're in overtime here, Tower, aren't we? Next goal's the winner.
We are. Next
person's out the winner. Nobody particularly short, but there's the odd shorty on the other table, I think.
Fuck up next to worst. Are you okay?
I was a set of twos and check raise the river.
You what?
How dirty does
You had a set of twos, you did the old check raising malarkey. Did you?
I think I was blind on blind, or I was in the blind, wasn't I? I think. Yeah, I think I only got one bet out of you though, Franco. I think I wanted more. I think it checked all the way down, didn't it? And I checked the third time. Eventually I got you to bet. Never won a big pot, I know that. I kept losing them all to Albert, didn't I? Albert Tapiano was winning them all. Winning every part of the table.
Fancy losing to Albert.
I said to him, how are you doing here? He said, rubbish, I want to go home. Simon's raised the 10-8 off. Somehow he hasn't hit a 10. What's happened here? Is there something wrong with this deck? Raised the 10, there's not a 10 or an 8 yet. There's not one on the river either. This must be a redeal. Reese is hitting ace on the river, so Reese is going to win this pot. I think he'll probably check though, Reese, when he from the blind here. See whether Simon wants to rep that. Yeah, Reese has checked. He's got a little bit out of Simon. There we go, snapped him off. Simon
slams the 10 eye down. Look at that, look what I've got.
That's one of those though where you look at it twice thinking, has he got a straight or something? Why has he turned it over so quick? Yeah, no messing about. No, oh, you must have it, mate. Yeah. He's not shy. He's having a smile about it now. Reese is obviously saying to him, well, I thought you won that, the quickness you turned it over. Well played by Reese though. Don't think he gets anything out of it if he bets the river there, so a little check and calls, much better. Up to second on this table, Reese now, quietly. Nathan's drifted back into the pack a little bit. Hasn't run very well though, has he, Nathan?
No.
He hasn't really had the rub of the green.
He's at a bad level.
He's lost on it. That ace king and sevens would have finished this off and he would have had 1.1 million. And we'd be off for the final tomorrow. Now he's got 650 and we're still 1000. On we go. Still hand for hand, remember. Everybody loves Albert, Franco. It was a fun table actually. Didn't feel like we ran particularly well, but it was tough work. There was no soft chips really. Even Albert was winning them. Simon's raised again. King 9 of clubs. Perfectly fine to raise under the gun in a 5-hand table. Carl's going to call. I like that. Call with a pair of fives. They're both deep enough now. Going to drag-ish in, I would have thought so. Queen 7, the computer hand.
Well, Ish
has flopped second best, so he's probably going to do some chips. Check to Simon, bets 21k. Ish is going to see a turn card and try and improve. There's the 4, check. Simon, another little sneaky check by Simon.
There we go.
You know, you see the little sneaky checks
Yep.
he puts in. People wonder how he does it, but he does play very well, knows where he is in hands, knows how to get extra bets off people. The action's on Ish. Ish is checked. Simon is going to bet again now. Now Ish is wondering whether he's value betting ace high here, Tower, do you think?
Well, if he's value betting ace high, Ish can't call. Wait, he can call,
He's
yeah.
got better than
He's got
ace
tops, yeah.
That's a reason to call if you've
Yeah.
got better than, yeah. I'm not sure if Simon would value bet ace high. I mean, what's he going to get called by queen high?
Yeah,
So-
true.
But Ish is wondering whether, I mean, Simon could also have nothing, of course.
No. Yeah, exactly right.
So
He's counting it out.
remember, Ish has got kings and sevens here, and if Simon just had an ace, you would have kings and fours, so kings and sevens would win. So he's having a one now. There we go. I'll see where the odd bang. But again, it's the sneaky check on the turn that gets him paid.
The
on
old
the
bang
river,
on the
isn't it?
table.
Yeah, not very happy with that one.
The old bang on the slips him down as well. Misread.
But the queen 7 off, you know, I think you can probably pass that pre-flop, can't you? And
Yeah, not get yourself in any trouble.
avoid all these tricky situations. A lot of tricky situations
That's
you look back on.
the wrong end of defending your big blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hard to play out of position to good players.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's tried to do there.
Absolutely.
And he was getting plenty of value, you know, he's calling 8,000 into, you know, what was it, 45,000 or something. Getting plenty of value, but you have to be confident you know where you are in the hands.
Yeah.
And as I say, when you've got someone, a slippery customer like Simon, who's flat calling ace kings and checking behind with top pair and stuff, then it's tough to know where you are. Simon, however, seems to know exactly where he is.
Yeah, heading towards another final table on a GukPT.
Yep, he's finaled every single tournament he plays at the moment, Simon. That's why you should be watching these streams, though. If you're wondering how he does it, watch these streams and see how he plays. Plays really, really well. You can learn from him. I watch these and try and learn from all good players I watch. Nathan's another good. He's gone a bit into his shell, I think. Nathan. I think he's had enough. He just wants tomorrow
he
to
just
come.
wants to make. He just wants to make the final, doesn't he? I think so.
Cole's got the ace king in the cutoff.
So Cole
Raise it up.
in the cutoff, raises up. Reese, ooh, no. This could get juicy.
Is Reese going to call? We just saw Cole have a similar hand on the button, didn't we? A pair of fives to an early position raise. He just peeled. Reese is deep enough to peel here. Is he?
Yeah.
Is that just a call?
Ish looks down.
That looks like
He's
a
just
call.
called the 20. King
What's Ish
10.
gonna do? As you said, with that slam on the table, he looked a bit crossed.
He's down.
didn't he,
He's
last
down
time?
to 56. Wow, he's just called. Wow, that's weird.
Wow, just called.
He's got 56,000. He's made up the 16.
Is he planning a stop and go? No ace? Is he gonna maybe that's his plan? Maybe no ace. He's just gonna stick it in.
Well, the stack
for the
size
best.
is going to get called with any two, isn't he?
Not really. Not with. I mean,
Really?
Cole's got Reese behind, so if Cole doesn't hit, he'll probably have to.
Well, he's
foul.
now hit the pair, and
There
this
we
is just
go.
about it.
Yep.
This is just
I
about
don't see
it.
how Ish is going to be fair, I mean, if he'd shoved pre-flop, he would have got called, so he's not going to avoid it.
They're in
now,
the
I'm
middle.
afraid.
Cole's going to say call.
Quick
Reese
call
gets
by Cole.
out of the way. On your backs, please. And Ish Patel sees the cards.
3 outs.
So Ish Patel's just lost a big hand. The Kings again. The King against Simon. There's all in very next hand, and it's King 10. He's against Ace King, and he's got the court on because he needs to hit. He needs to hit the 10, and unfortunately Ish Patel is bubble boy for the final table. Well played, sir. Awesome event. We've got the tallest railer in the building. Tallest railer in the building. Yes, she's really happy because her boyfriend's a call's there. Ishmael, he's Bubble Boy. Yes, wow. I'll have a word with that guy over there very shortly, Mr. Simon. Steve Warburton, yet again. That man there. That man there, Mr. Simon Dedman is on the final of a GukPT. He does it. He has got to be one of the most consistent poker players in the world at this moment in time. Nice to see Carl back on a final table as well. He's already won one. He's come second in one. He's got a chance. Rhys Jones, one of the best players. Nathan over there. Wobbs, here. Look at that. Don't tell you. Diss me. None of that. Did you see that then? Nearly 500,000 chips. He's eating his apple. He says to me today, "You've not spoke to me." And you've not spoke to me. And I says, "I've meaningfully not spoke to you." And he says, "Yes, you're me bok." Because he's never, ever cashed in a GukPT. Many congratulations. Awesome, well played, sir. When it's final table tomorrow. Well done. We're not.
Sorry, I was having a sandwich.
The job's not done yet, but it's your first
job
final
is
table.
not done.
Well done, sir.
Do you remember? Second interview ago, I said I'd never ever got a seat in a satellite. First time ever did it.
Yep.
Never ever, as you said, ever cashed a GukPT main event. And I've been close.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time after time after time. Again, the heartbreak of driving back from Luton, Walsall, London, Manchester. No, it's to be honest, I don't care what's up top. It's everything to make final table in Manchester. All my mates are here. Fantastic. Brilliant. It's absolutely everything, isn't it?
It's awesome.
If I win, I promise you, I'll cry.
Yeah?
Genuinely.
Well, you'll make me cry because I'm an emotional person.
That's how much it means, yeah.
Well, we'll just blub together then, if it happens.
We will.
It's going to be a fantastic day tomorrow. You've seen the guys that are here. You've battled on.
I've been watching closely everyone. Yeah, I know exactly what everyone's been doing. Yeah. It's going to be good tomorrow. Yeah.
It is. We're just counting each chips. About $500,000. Which is above average for a final table.
I think a big hand against Rich at the end. He's played it well. He's played it aggressively. I just went with my gut instinct. I've sat next to him all day as well, so you kind of get a kind of feel for people, don't you? And things, so.
On the opposite table, Simon, yet again, final table. This man runs and plays.
Do you really want me to talk about Simon?
He has to be one of the most consistent poker players at this moment in time.
I love him to bits, Simon Dedman. But it's got to stop. I mean, it's got to stop, hasn't it? There's all sorts of conspiracy theories going around about, is he marking the cards? Most honest guy ever, nice guy, I love him to bits. I'm going to give him a big kiss now. But what's going on? Every tournament.
Well, I'm going to interview you again tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
That's the winner, right?
Yeah,
that's the winner. I'll say it. No, don't say it.
No. Steve,
cheers, man.
you know we root for you a lot. We know we root for you, but it means a lot to us as well because this guy's supported the GukPT for years. And I mean years and years, and he has travelled the lengths and depths and breadths of Britain. It means a hell of a lot to us. We'll leave them to it, bagging up chips. Chip counts on the way. Final table tomorrow is going to be a corker. Don't be late, 1 p.m. That's it. All I can say is thank you very much to everybody who's contributed today. Final table is going to be absolutely fantastic. Jeff, thanks for joining us.
No worries.
Quick thoughts, final table tomorrow?
I think it's a great final. There's lots of really good players on there. There's a nice combo of younger online players and some really experienced tournament players. Got Simon Dedman there again, who seems to be on every final we ever watch. Really red hot. See whether he can actually win one, not come second. Carl Marnolds would be my guess. Simon Dedman. Who else is on there? Rhys Jones.
Steve Warburton is right over there.
Steve Warburton's got a big smile on his face.
Thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Ross Bowman. Thanks to Barney Bowman. Thanks to everybody else. But thanks to Jeff. This guy's going to be back with us again tomorrow for the final table. It will be an absolute corker. Looking forward to it. And for the first time ever on the GukPT event, main event, Steve Warburton has cashed and he's on the final table. It's going to be an absolute scorcher. Make sure you're with us from 1 p.m. live, 1:30 from the live stream
from me and him. We're going to have some Guinness.
Let's go to the bar.
Let's go to the bar. We're going to have some Guinness. Ta-ta.